us, and I thought it was all well and good. Little did I know, like I had the reputation to be able to move drugs quick in Tassie, and I was straight back into it. Moving drugs pretty heavily, and yeah, and then there come this one time where there was a bit of an in-club war, this chapter with chapter type thing. I won't go too deep into this, but we were confronted by this other crew, and there was a knife and stuff pulled, and I went to sort of jump in the middle and say, hey, just settle down, and next thing, fucking tonk. I got hit around the side of the head. Instantly, it didn't knock me out, but it dropped me. It got me off balance, sort of thing, and just the noise of it. It sounded like a steel baseball bat. That's what I thought I'd been hit with. And as I've hit the ground, and I've looked up, and it was a pistol. This fucking big, ugly, scary looking bike. He's got a pistol to my head, and I sort of had a bit of a top knot hairstyle at the time, and he's fucking grabbed me by the bun and pulled me up and put the gun in my ribs. Yeah, man, I if I can put it straight, I like to think, that I was a pretty staunch sort of guy, mate. But when you put in that situation, I tell you now, I've never shit myself so hard in my life. I literally watched my life flash before me. Yeah, and I made the decision right there and then to fuck this life. I give up. I left the club that day and never looked back. The weeks leading on after that, I was completely homeless. My mum was in jail. My dad was so anti-drug. He was so over my bullshit. Wouldn't even answer the phone to me or anything. He was just like, I don't want anything to do with you until you clean yourself up. But I tell this story a lot. I remember one night it was so freaking cold in Tassie, middle of winter. This was my absolute rock bottom moment. It was absolutely bucketing down with rain, like roaring down with rain. I'd gotten to the point where I literally had nowhere to go, no friends, no family. Like I was homeless, I couldn't get a shelter over my head if I tried, And I remember I was sitting down behind this big green hydro box thing, you see them on the sides of the roads with the big danger signs on them. I was sitting down behind this, I had a suitcase, and I had not a cent to my name, no food. I was starving, and it was fucking raining, bro. And I was in a t-shirt, and I literally was like, I was never ever raised in a Christian family or raised to believe in God or anything like that. But I felt like this was my own option, was like to pray, and I did, man. I was bawling my eyes out, and I prayed to whatever it was up there to help me or kill me, like take me out or freaking help me, Might have been another hour or so of the rain, and then I remember like the sky cleared up, and it was like something you'd see in a movie. It was like, I think I may have ended up at another trap house after that. At this stage you can picture like, I've gone from, the top of the food chain in the drug world to now I'm homeless. Absolutely boned out, riding around on a freaking stolen mountain bike. Just goes to show, one end of the spectrum to the other. Like,